fingers, cross the yarn around here. So you have two. You're going to take your hook and you go under the first one, over the second one with the hook there to grab it, pull it through, and then you just tighten that knot. That's your slip knot. So then, once you got your slip knot, sorry, this is my first time doing this. So now you're gonna chain to start your like magic ring. I never really know if I do the magic ring correct, but for the granny square, it's not bad. I think I'm just gonna do 4. So you're just gonna go over, pull it through. There's 1, over, pull it through. There's 2, over, pull it through. There's 3, over, pull it through. There's 4. I might add an extra. I'll just do another one just to make it a little easier. Over, pull it through. There's 5. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this end, and in the first one you did, you're gonna poke your hook through there, and you go over. And this is just, I guess, a slip knot. I don't really know what you call it, but I'm just gonna pull it through both of them. So that way I've got this kind of circle. I'm gonna pull it apart so I can see the middle. This is where we're gonna work our first row in for the granny square. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chain 2. So I'll go 1, pull through, 2, pull through, and then now is where we're gonna start the double crochet. So the way double crochet works, it's a little bit more work than the single crochet that we did yesterday, but same idea, you just do more turns. So for the double crochet, you go over, yarn over the hook, then you go through the hole, and for this first row, we're gonna go through the middle of this magic ring. So we've got yarn over, we're gonna go through, my tail's in the way. I just kind of hold it, I try and hold the tail on this first row and tuck it into the stitches. You don't have to, but so I've done yarn over through the hole. I'm gonna go yarn over again, pull it back out. So now with the double crochet, when you do that, you're gonna have 3. So what you're gonna do here is go yarn over. So now there's 4 on here. You're gonna pull that through the first 2. So now you've got 2, and you're gonna go yarn over again, pull it all the way through. So that's a double crochet. So you can see it's a bit bigger than a single crochet. That's part of why I like it more. So you've done that. So we've done 1, now we're gonna do a second one, because this first chain we're gonna count as a double crochet for this row. So I'm gonna go again, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, pull it back out. So now I've got 3, yarn over, pull it through the first 2. So there's 1, 2, now I'm gonna go yarn over again, pull it through both. So now I've got my first chain 2 for this row, 2 double crochet. Next up, I'm going to chain 2. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to do 3 more double crochet. So the way you do it to start the granny square, we'll do this section of 3 is going to be like one side. The 2 we just chained is going to make the corner. So we're going to do, we want to have 4 sides with this. So I just chained 2, and I'm going for the second side. So I'm going to go yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, pull it back out. So I've got 3 on my hook. I'm going to do yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through both of those. So there's my first double crochet. I'm going to go do a second one. So yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, back out the hole. Sorry, I'm stepping on my yarn. So I pulled it back out the hole, and I'm going to go, my tail's in the way again. I'm going to go yarn over, pull it through the first 2, yarn over, pull it through the other 2. So now I've got 2 double crochet here after the corner. So I'm going to do my third, and with this first part, if you think you don't have enough space, just keep pulling it, and the goal is that it'll all fit, don't worry. Okay, so now I'm going to go my third one for this side. So I'm going to do yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, pull that back out of the hole, So now I've got 1, 2, 3 here. I'm gonna go yarn over, pull it through the first 2, yarn over, pull it through both of these. So now I've got 3 here on this side after the corner, so I'm gonna make another corner. So I'm gonna chain 2, 1, 2, and then I'm gonna do the next side. So again, as you can see here, I just kind of pulled it. You don't have to work the tail into this circle. I like to because it makes it, either hides it or it makes it smaller so it's less to deal with. So when I say I hide it with it, I just kind of run the tail along this loop, so that way every time I do my double crochets around the loop, it's kind of wrapping those up in there. But again, you don't have to. Okay, so I chain 2. Now I'm going to double crochet again. So yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, pull back out. So you've got 1, 2, 3. Then you're gonna yarn over, pull it through 1, 2, yarn over, pull it through both. So there's my first double crochet here. I'm gonna do second one, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, pull it back out the hole. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go yarn over, pull it through 1, 2, yarn over, pull it through both. So there's my second double crochet for this side. I'm gonna do it again, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, pull it out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So now I've got 1, 2, 3 on this side. So now I'm going to make my next corner. I'm going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, chain 2, yarn over, pull through. And I'm going to do my last side for this first row. So just the same thing, yarn over, keep spinning a little bit, through the hole, yarn over, pull it back through the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. And so that's 1, so I'm going to do it again, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, back out the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So now I've got 2, I need 1 more, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, back out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over. Okay, so now to finish this first row, we still need our corner, we need to connect it back up. So you're going to do your corner just like normal. So you're going to yarn over to chain 1, 2, and then how you're going to do this, how you're going to connect this row back together is you're going to go over here to the top of where we chained and then we chained 2 and then started that first double crochet. So in this kind of first V part, you're just going to put your hook through there. You're going to do yarn over, and then you're going to pull it through there and through that last loop you had. So now you've got your little square. Now, it's not necessarily going to look like a square, it might be a little rounded like this, but as you work in it, it'll kind of stretch out and make more. So that's your first row. Now to start the next row, you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and every row from now on out, you're going to work into the top of the stitch, so like where the V's are, and sometimes you got to rotate a little bit. So like this first one, I'm going to work in this hole right here. So I just chain 2, I'm going to do yarn over and in, hang on. So you can do this 2 ways. The typical granny square will have like an alternating kind of like a checkered pattern. So I'm going to try and do that one because I forgot about that. Okay, so backtrack a little bit, right? We just chained 2. So we chained 2 up here. Hang on. Okay, sorry. So for your granny square, we'll stick with that because I think it'll be easier. So you just chained 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, and we're going to start, so before I do that, we're going to start a double crochet in this hole. So we're just going to use the hole. We're going to kind of skip this part. It'll make a little bit more sense once we get going on it. So you're going to yarn over and go through the hole, yarn over, out the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So there's our first one. Now we're going to go yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. And you do it a third time. Yarn over, through the hole, yarn out, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So now, because we're at the corner, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do another 3 double crochets in this hole still, because that way we're making the corner. So you've got your original square, the start of a new row, that first section, we just chained our stuff for the corner, so now we're going to work back in this section to go along the other side. So we're going to go yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. And we're going to do 2 more in this same hole. So yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So there's our second one. So now we're going to do our third one. So we go yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So now we've finished this corner. And a lot of this with the granny square is kind of trust the process a little bit, because each row that you add in is going to make it look better. We'll go. Okay, so now that you've done this part, since we're on the second row, we're just going to skip right to the next corner. So you're not going to chain anything. You can, if you want to, you can chain 1 or 2 in between, but you don't have to. So to keep it simple, I'm going to just leave it for you, because it'll naturally have a hole that you can work in on the next row. So we'll go yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So there's our first one. We're going to do our second, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So there's our second one. Now we do our third one, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through